welcome. This is the Silent K, and today we're going to be playing some MegaMek that we are supposed to have gotten started last week, but due to technical difficulties, we were unable to continue that line of that line. Hello Virenk. Yes, here I am. Glad to see you, of course. And if Foxonius is around, it would be a pleasure to see him in the chat as well. If not, well, there's always YouTube. We're not picking up quite where we left off. I did do a couple things off camera. You'll notice in the command center and the daily activity log, of course, we've got our anniversaries for all the people that have been here 6 years. We've got repairs from yesterday. We've got some armor that we were trying to find. And we were able to find actually a significant amount. And then we went exploring and we found a base defense mission that we have to do. And we'll get to that in here in just a minute. We did manage to successfully reinforce. There may have been an error on my part as far as spending reinforcement points we didn't have, and if that bothers you, I do apologize. I'm sorry. I was and then also I noticed when I was watching last week's episode, there was like a 2-minute span where at the beginning of the 2-minute span I was saying, oh, we failed our reinforcement roll, we'll have to come in late, and then 2 minutes later I'm like, no, my guys shouldn't be coming in late, let me change that and fix that and get them coming in as early as they should be. And I just felt like an idiot watching that. So yeah. Off camera, I did spend some people's XP, all NPCs, but yeah, quite a few, just while I was waiting for, I got here a little early today, so, I had a little time to kill, so yeah, I spent some people's XP, a few people's, and then here at the bottom, an additional 50 people gained small arms. So yeah, just a couple. As far as the interstellar map, we are still on Volders. We are still deep in clan space on the northern part of the inner sphere. As far as the TONE, Tongalance is deployed. That is Hoser, Ash, Tsubasa, and Tugyu. Tsubasa in the Grizzly, which apparently we forgot to put armor on before we sent it out. It's down to 5 on the right arm, it's down to 12 on the left leg, it's down to 6 on the left torso. So it's looking pretty rough. We're gonna have to keep him in the back. And then besides that, we've got Aleutian Lance deploying alongside them. That's Stiletto, Bendik Machuski and the Champion, Ernestine Feller and the Phoenix Hawk, and Frank in the Clint. All of them are 2-3 or better pilots, which means that their battle value cost is through the roof. Let's see. In the AO, we do have our Allied Orbital Defense platform that we are trying to defend against that we didn't even know we had until it was under attack. In personnel, I was, like I said, spending people's XP. Fred Jones has 53 XP. What are we saving up for? I mean, we've currently got Sniper and Weapon Specialist and Weathered. And a 2-3 pilot besides, with 2 tactics, 2 strategy, and 1 leadership. Honestly, I don't know where there is to go from here. But we can discuss that. In the hangar, yeah, the only main things are the Marauder missing its large pulse laser, which we're going to have to try to salvage, and the Grizzly, which needs armor, and that is standard armor. So we were having an issue with the armor in the warehouse. It wasn't stacking properly, and it wasn't letting us use the armor. So what I did was I used, there it is. Is that it? No, that's, I don't think that's it. Oh, it must be. I must have done some repairs since then. Or something. But yeah, I use GM mode to remove part, and I did that for all of the armor standard that we had in stock. And I thought I did it all the first time, and then I added it back in with the GM mode, and it still didn't stack. It was 14 stacks, or 14 individual stacks of 5 tons each. It wasn't until there was one stack of 1 point by itself that I had to remove, and once I did that, I was able to stack the ones that I added in using GM mode, and I was able to use those points. I did go ahead and start work on the Griffin is now refitting. That is refitting to the what is it, the TSC1 or something? Let me see if I can find it here real quick. 3CB3. Yeah, we're going with the 3CB3 build, which has a large pulse laser, 3 medium pulse, or no, not a large pulse laser, an ERPPC, inner sphere type, 3 clan medium pulse lasers, and 6 clan streak SRM2s. So that is what we can expect when that is ready in another 39 days. And I've got Ratnabala working on that. She is not doing tech on, or maintenance on anything. So let's go ahead and sort these guys. Okay, yeah, Ratnabala not doing maintenance on anything. Jeez. Yeah, a regular mech tech is our lowest ranked mech tech. I love it. We do also have a battle armor tech and a tech mechanic / mech tech. But yeah, Ratnabala is our least veteran mech tech, and she is a regular with 0 XP. I love that. Let's see, that's the hangar, that's the repair bay, that's the warehouse, nothing in the infirmary, the finances tab. These are looking fairly middling. So yeah, let's just get into this battle, this orbital defense battle with our 8 mechs to their 26, almost 27,000 battle value points worth of stuff. They have, just a quick refresher, they've got a 4.5 and a Rifleman 2C. That's the one with 4 large pulse lasers. No, that is not. The Rifleman 2C2 has Ultra AC2s and 6 tons of AC2 ammo. Oh my goodness, that thing is a walking bomb. We've got a 2-3 and a Zephyr. We've got a 3-4 and a Zephyr, a 2-3 and a Zephyr. So those are all Royal variants, which I believe come with EMS. Tag, Narc Pods, ECM. Excuse me, ECM, not EMS. So yeah, Tag, Narc Pods, and ECM. We've got a Highlander 372B, which is the Star League version. We've got a standard Black Knight with a 3-4 pilot. We've got a standard Black Knight with a 4-5 pilot, and we've got a standard Flashman with a 3-4 pilot. That is the one with 2 large lasers, 3 large lasers, excuse me, and looks like 4 mediums and an AMS. They also have reinforcements en route. They have a Stalker 3FB, which is that the 75-ton one? No, that's the one with LRM-15s and Artemis. Okay, I believe it gives up, no, it doesn't give up the large lasers. It still has 2 ER large lasers. Has an ECM suite. 2 mediums, 2 mediums. It gives up the SRMs, it looks like. Be able to manage to fit all that in. We've got a Phoenix Hawk 1C Special, which has a snub-nosed PPC. Okay, good to know. We've got a Black Knight in the reinforcements and an Atlas 2 in the reinforcements. That one has 2 ER large lasers, 1 in each arm. Or no, 2 ER large lasers in the left arm, excuse me. An LB-10X in the right arm, SRM-6, 2 medium pulses, LRM-20, and ammunition. Lots and lots of ammunition. If we can get a through armor crit, that would take him down very quickly. Does he have case? He does not appear to have case. Alright. Well, let's see what we can do here. Grizzly looking all torn up. Makes me sad. Let's see. The Clint. Phoenix Hawk. The Awesome. Alright, first of all, let me get the whole thing on the screen. Let me sort by battle value. Let's see, our big bad is the Atlas II with the 3-4 pilot. No surprise there. Our second biggest bad is the Stalker 3FB with the 3-4 pilot. Also, no real surprises. Those are both in the reinforcements though, and for our main force, the two big bads are the Flashman and the Highlander, followed not too far behind by the Black Knight with the 3-4 pilot, followed not too far behind by the Hachiman fire support tank, which has 40 LRMs and 2 ER mediums. Okay. So the Flashman and the Highlander and the Black Knight need to be our primary targets. They are all deploying in on the edge. Reinforcements coming from the northeast. We've got wait, seriously? The clan op 4? Okay, no, edge, sorry. So the base defenses are deploying in the center. Our allied joint force, which is a trebuchet, deploying in the center. We're deploying in the center. They're deploying on the edges, with reinforcements coming from the northeast. What exactly were our objectives again? Your orders are clear. Defend the base against the incoming enemy assault. At least 25% of the base infrastructure must remain intact by the end of the engagement. At the same time, this is not just about survival. You are to destroy at least 50% of enemy forces before the battle concludes. The victor will control the field when this is over. Ensure that it is us. Your employer is dispatching a force to assist with this objective. Additional enemy ground reinforcements have been detected approaching the area. Preserve 25% of the turrets. Destroy or rout 50% of the ground reinforcements and the Op 4. Okay, so we have to kill half of them. And we have to preserve at least 2 of our turrets. We're on this map, which we did get a glimpse at last week. It does have a nice little base here in the middle, and some woods, mostly flat. I should say, like, entirely flat. Alright, initiative for deployment phase. We have 1 deployment initiative, but we are going first within our team. Oh no, we're not going first within our team. Or no, we're deploying on round 1? Apparently we're deploying on round 1. Okay. We have lost initiative going into round 1, but we are going last within our team. We've got eyes on nobody yet. We stick this down here for the time being. And we'll stick this down here for the time being, because I want to be able to see as much of the map as possible. So we've got turrets all set up in this area. We've got height 3 buildings here. We've got, what is this, height 3 building, I hope? Height 5 building, okay. So yeah, they should be able to see and fire over those walls, but the walls may help protect them against anyone firing at their ground level. We've got the trebuchet, and we've got nobody else. We've got the stalker, the grizzly. The grizzly, I think, is going to start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or does it have jump jets? I think it has jump jets. It has jump jets. Who's already damaged is the grizzly. And I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but apparently we failed to repair it before we came to this battle. Also, by the way, hi, little Willie. Glad you could make it. Don't know how much of this you've seen so far, but we started this battle actually last week, and it did. I actually came down here and clicked on this little X right there, and that ruined the whole thing. So we're starting over. Yeah, the Grizzly. Grizzly's gonna start here and maybe advance into these woods or maybe retreat into the fortress, depending on what happens. Okay, we've got a Black Knight over here, we've got a Flashman, and we've got a Black Knight. Now, one of these Black Knights is in our top three. 1551, it's not you. Yes, I know. 1551, 2047. I believe this Black Knight is one of our top three beds. So is the Flashman. At 2348. So the Flashman with the veteran pilot needs to go down. It's not going to be easy. We could stick the Man of War on it. Yeah, we'll do Man of War versus Flashman. I think we've got an edge there. As long as we can keep him at medium range. If we can keep him at 6 hexes, he's going to be very much impaired, and we're not. Okay, so now we've got a Rifleman 2C. This guy's not much of a threat. He's got 4 AC2s. Black Knight 1551, also not much of a threat. Maybe we can send Tugiyu and the Stalker to deal with both of them. Yeah, we'll focus on the Black Knight first. Speed is armor. Yeah, and, unfortunately we didn't bring any speed. And there goes the AC. Give me 1 second. Adjust my mic a little bit there. Hopefully it's not being blown on directly. And that just leaves Hoser. And now we've got 2 Zephyrs over here. We've got the Highlander down here. I'm thinking I want Hoser to square off against the Highlander. Hopefully he advances on us and gets into range and we can start pelting with PPCs as soon as possible. Okay, the Trebuchet heading north. Oh, the Hachiman was also a pretty big bat. It's got 40 LRMs. Highlander will just take more paint. Yeah, let's see if we can't nail him on turn 1. Tugiyu and the Stalker can maybe take shots at the Hachiman. Range of 12. That works for me. That's medium range for our for his LRMs. It's medium range for our ER large lasers. It's extreme range for all of our mediums. Yeah, we'd like to close on the Hachiman as much as possible. And there's an Ares down here with a large laser and some LRMs. Okay, Tsubasa and the Grizzly. Cannot get eyes on the Black Knight. Not this turn anyways. Maybe go for the Zephyr then. Ash is the only one we've got left. Should like to get the flashman at 6 hexes. And that is not quite in his right side. I think he's symmetrical, isn't he? Large laser, right left arm, center torso, right left arm have mediums, right left. Medium laser in the left torso for rear facing, anti-missile system in the right torso. Yeah, the only difference is the AMS on the left side and a rear facing medium laser on the right. Yeah, we'll catch him in the front, I guess. Alright, the Zephyr tags Hoser, unfortunately. The Zephyr does not tag our Trebuchet. Alright, big guns first. Let me shrink this down a little bit. Okay, so the Highlander is shooting at the binary laser on 12s. The binary laser has a construction factor of 150, so even if he hits twice, that's not going to do a whole lot of damage. He does have the Gauss rifle. Oh, no, that's our blazer turret shooting at the Highlander needing 12s. The Highlander has not fired yet. Okay, my bad. I understand now. We've got the Highlander on 5s. Or we've got the Zephyr on 5s as well. Let's go for the Highlander. Let's go for the head cap. We'll go 11 heat over. And we'll stay camped where we are because we're in a light woods. That works for me. We can always back up into those heavy woods if we need more cover. Alright, Stalker at the Hachiman. We need 7s with the ER larges. We need a 9 with the ER mediums. With the LRM 5s, we need 7s. Go 4 heat over for that. Next turn, we'll drop one of the mediums. Tsubasa with the Gauss rifle. Large pulse. We got the Flashman on a 12. We've got the Ares on an 11. Have we got the Highlander at all? We've got the Highlander on a 10. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll hit the Highlander on a 10 and an 8. Watch Tsubasa steals the kill on that one. That would be funny. Ash at the Flashman. We've got him on 6s. He's got us on. He's got us on 8s with everything. He is firing everything. And then the Ares also has us on 6s with everything. Oh, those LRMs must not have a minimum range. Is that clan tech? Yeah, he's got 25 LRMs with no minimum range. That's spicy. We've got the Ares on 4s, we've got the Flashman on 6s. The Ares effectively has 5 medium lasers, the Flashman effectively has 4 plus 3 larges. But yeah, but the Ares is easier to hit, has less armor, 86 versus 216. Wow, the Ares has 86 armor. Oh, we're going to annihilate that thing. Yeah, let me spend a turn killing that real quick. We'll go 3 heat over. Okay, the light sniper turret misses the Black Knight on a pair of 11s. The Zephyr hits the Trebuchet in the right leg with a medium laser down to 10. The medium siege turret has 2 ERPPCs. Nice. They're just firing at the the Black Knight, which misses on a pair of 10s, but hey, if they want to come mess with this base, they're going to have to come mess with those 2 ER PPCs, so that's nice. The Zephyr hits the Trebuchet in the right leg again for another 5, down to 5 armor there. The medium flak turret with the LBX ammo hits the Zephyr turret twice and immobilizes it. Actually hits it more than twice. Hits it in the front, the left side, not doing a whole lot of damage, but man, that crit is going to be crucial. That's Zephyr 139. Which one is Zephyr 139? It's not this one. Oh. Okay, 139 and 140 are both up here, so one of them is immobile and presumably locked. Okay, so Zephyr 139, immobile and presumably locked. Zephyr 138, firing at Hoser's Ride, missed on a 6. Did land 2 medium lasers to the chest and right torso down to 26 and 19. Narked you in the center torso. That sucks. Heavy blaze turret on 12s misses the Highlander with an 8 and a 10. The Black Knight misses the Gargoyle on an 8 and a 10 and a couple of 12s. Hoser at the Highlander on 5s. Lands the head hit. Nice. Very nice. That is a Highlander kilt on round 1. And yeah, that is more paint for Hoser's mech. Shot to the left arm, shot to the head, shot to the chest. With clean ER PPCs, that's a kill. Let's see. Oh, nice. The Flashman at the Man-O-War hits with a large laser to the left torso, medium laser to the right arm, medium laser to the left arm. So that's 18 damage to Ash. Stalker at the Hachiman hits it in the turret, hits it in the left side, costs it a movement point. Hits it in the front, costs it some minor motive system damage. And hits it with another 14 LRMs to the turret and front. Front is down to 12 armor. The Highlander misses Hoser with the Gauss Rifle, misses with the LRM 20. Tsubasa hits the Highlander in the right arm with a large pulse laser, that's fine. The Ares hits Ash in the right arm with an ER large laser, clan style, that's down to 8 armor. And then 25 LRMs, they land 18 of them. To the chest for 10, down to 25. The left leg takes 5. The left torso and right arm take 1 and 2. Right arm is down to 6. We return fire at the Ares. We catch them in the front, the turret, the front, the front, the front, and the front, and that is the Ares destroyed. The Hachiman hits the Stalker in the left arm for 7 down to 21. Hits him with, ouch, all 40 LRMs. Right arm is down to 23, right torso down to 22, right leg down to 25. Center torso down to 23, left arm down to 16. Ouch. Just took 15 to the chest. That hurts. Stalker took 40 plus damage, needs a 6, gets a 6. Man-O-War needs a 5, gets a 7. Both took 40 plus damage. Ouch. The Flashman is now up to 8 heat. The Black Knight, 134, is up to 6. Is 134 their big bad? 134 is their big bad. Okay, so their Flashman and their bad Black Knight are movement inducing or movement penalty inducing levels of heat. The Flashman is actually up to 8, which is enough to induce a targeting penalty. Our Stalker is up to 4 heat. Our Man-O-War is up to 3. Hoser is at 11, but that's fine because he got the kill. We've won initiative and we are going last. That's what I love to see. And now it is our turn to deploy. And I believe, yeah, we're deploying on the edge. Their reinforcements are deploying in the northwest. So, Black Knight's an energy boat, so catching him in the rear is less important, although he is actually. Oh, he is woefully undefended in the rear. Yeah, we'll send the champion against the Black Knight. We've got the Cronus. Hachiman is down to a 3-5 with a penalty to movement. We'll have the Cronus jump in behind the Black Knight. We'll have the Clint start in behind the Flashman. The Phoenix Hawk. Phoenix Hawk can jump in and harass this rifleman, I think. Yeah, I think the Phoenix Hawk will harass the rifleman, help out the trebuchet a little bit. Alright, first and foremost, Hoser. We're not super worried about this Zephyr. We'd like to reposition you where you can do some good. Actually, if we can turn... We can get that Black Knight at medium range without moving in our forward arc with a torso twist. We'll stand still. Thank you very much. Let's see, I think the champion will move next. The champion will move 7 hexes and be in the Black Knight's rear at medium laser range. Oh, excuse me. Tsubasa will advance to here and try to catch the Zephyr in a way that we can catch him. The Stalker would like to advance on the Hachiman. Like to get him within 6 hexes. Those 40 LRMs really hurt. I'd like to get him in medium laser range and just annihilate him before he can do any more damage. Let's see, the Clint can jump in behind the Black Knight as well, looks like. Or no. Clint was actually going to come up here and harass this Flashman. Along with Ash. Oh, the Zephyr is attempting to claim the base. The binary laser cannon might have a good shot on him with also with 20 SRMs. Yeah, I think we don't need to worry about that Zephyr too much. I think he just got himself in a world of trouble. Let's see, the Flashman. can get him to a range of 4. But only through heavy woods. Get him, no. We'll take the heavy woods. Alright. Let's see, the Cronus would like to get in behind this Black Knight. And the Phoenix Hawk would like to get in behind the Rifleman 2C. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that works. I know he can flip his arms, but his autocannon 2s have a minimum range. He's not going to be able to do anything. Alright, the Zephyr tries to tag the Stalker and missed on a 10. He got an 8. Trebuchet getting jammed and fired upon by the Zephyr. We've got the heavy bombard turret firing 3 mech mortar 8s at the Rifleman. Let's go ahead and follow that up with the Phoenix Hawk. The Trebuchet also firing a couple medium lasers on 6s. We've got him in the back on 3s. So yes, that'll be, I think, everything. And that medium pulse laser and those ER lasers just run a little hot. But they do so much more damage. Alright, the Clint will wait. Ash has the Flashman on 5s, so we'll take a bunch of those. Enough to knock him down maybe, but not enough to overheat too badly. We'll stop at 3 over, same as we did last turn. The Clint will follow that up with an ER large and an ER medium. And 1, 2, 3, 7 heat over for the ER smalls. Let's see, the Stalker does not have eyes on the Black Knight. Does have eyes on the Hatchiman. So we're going to tag him on a 5 and a 5 and a 7. Oh, we've got him at medium laser range on 7s. Yeah, that's going to be medium lasers and not ER medium lasers. No. We've got the ER larges on 5s. But I think we're going to skip those. We're going to do all the 7s. And a couple of 6s. We'll go 5 heat over on 6s with the LRMs. No. Let's skip one of the mediums. So we're skipping both ER larges and one of the mediums, and we're firing all the SRMs and all the LRMs, and that puts us at 4 heat over. That should be fantastic. Stiletto into the back of the Black Knight. We've got the ER large on a 3. We've got the medium pulses on 1s, and we've got the SRM on a 5. Wait, was that Inferno ammo? I think that was Inferno. That's Inferno ammo. Okay, well, we'll shoot the Inferno ammo. Go 2 heat over. Champion into the back of the other Black Knight, the one that is firing on Ash. We've got him on 4s with the LB10X. We've got him on 4s with the ER mediums, and we've got him on a 4 with the regular medium as well. Tsubasa does not have the Zephyr. Doesn't have either Zephyr. But we do have, we got this Black Knight on a 9 with the Gauss rifle and a 7 with the large pulse. Hoser, last but not least, also has this Black Knight on, ooh, 6s. And that's after applying the 1 for heat. So we'll go to 6 heat over to go 3 of those on 6s. That Black Knight is going to be hurting. There were a lot of arrows pointing at him. Zephyr hits the trebuchet in the left torso twice. Goes from 11 to 1 armor real quick. The light sniper turret missed the Black Knight on a pair of 10s. The medium siege turret hits the Black Knight in the right leg with a PVC down to 14. The medium flak turret hits the Black Knight in the right and left arm for 1 each. The heavy blaze turret hits the Zephyr in the front with a binary laser. Hits him with 3 Inferno missiles, which injures the commander and stuns the crew for a turn. And then lands 2 more missiles to the turret, leaving it with 25 armor. The heavy bombard turret misses the rifleman 2C. The trebuchet hits the rifleman 2C in the chest for 5 down to 24, and the right arm for 5 down to 15. Rifleman 2C hits the trebuchet in the left leg and center torso rear and the right leg, all on 9s. Not bad. Good shooting. Right leg is down to 3 armor, center torso rear is down to 5, left leg is down to 13. Our Phoenix Hawk into the back of the rifleman, get him in the left torso rear with the ER large down to 13 structure. Medium pulse to the right leg, to the right torso rear, ER smalls to the right arm and right torso rear, no crits. Our Man of War at the Flashman hits him with medium laser fire to the left torso, to the right torso, to the right torso again, to the center torso, right torso down to 7. Left arm, left torso down to 12, left arm down to 9, right leg down to 22. Black Knight at Stiletto catches her at minimum range with the PPC to the left torso down to 11. Medium laser to the left arm down to 13. Our Clint at the Flashman hits him in the left arm, goes internal, ER medium to the right arm, ER smalls to the right arm, right leg, and center torso rear. Right arm and right leg are both down to 12, center torso is down to 11 in the rear. Stalker at the Hatchieman hits him in the front, hits him in the front, and kills the Hatchieman. We overheated for nothing. Black Knight at the Gargoyle hits her in the right arm with the PPC down to 9 structure. Medium laser to the chest, to the left leg, down to 20 and 24 in those locations. And Stiletto at the Black Knight hits him in the left torso rear down to 0. Medium pulse lasers to the center torso rear down to 3. The left leg and the right arm both down to 17. And the SRM-4 hits him with 3 Infernos for an extra 6 heat. Champion at the Black Knight hits him in the left leg for 10 down to 14. Hits him in the left arm with 2 ER mediums down from 23 to 9 real quick. And a regular medium laser at extreme range to the left arm for, or no, not extreme range. Must be medium range. To the left arm for 5 down to 4 armor. Sorry, I saw the 4 armor and thought 4 damage. And I was like, the only way that a medium laser can do 4 damage is at extreme range. So yeah, no, not true. The Flashman hits the Gargoyle in the left leg and the right arm, goes internal, critting on the hand and the shoulder. It's a good thing we don't have any guns in that right arm. Tsubasa hits the Black Knight in the right leg with the Gauss rifle, crits on his upper leg, and hits with the large pulse laser to the right arm for 10 down to 13. The Hatchieman at the Stalker lands 4 SRMs to the right torso, left torso, right leg, and right arm, nothing down to 20 or less, or down below 20. And then, ouch, 20 LRMs to the left leg, right torso, right arm. Would have been the head hit, but cost us an edge. We have 2 remaining. The Awesome, that's Hoser, hits the Black Knight on the left torso. 1 for 3 out of 6s. A head hit on the Highlander, but then on 6s we only got 1 out of 3 on the Black Knight. Granted, that 1 to the left torso hurt him quite badly. And actually, he does go down. He took 80 plus damage, needs a 9, gets a 4. Yeah, Yeah, he used all his luck last time. But he should have some more by next turn. Black Knight goes down on his left arm, crits on his shoulder, takes 3 to the left leg, down to 11. Needs a 9 to avoid hurting the pilot, gets a 5. Needs a 3 to stay conscious, gets a 7. Other Black Knight needs a 6, gets an 8 to stay standing. Rifleman needs a 7, gets a 7. Stalker needs a 5, gets a 12. Ash. Oh, dang it. Ash needs a 4 to stay standing, gets a 3. Goes down on her right arm, which is destroyed, and transfers into her right torso. And then the other 3 also hits the right arm, transfers into the right torso. Needs a 4 to avoid hurting the pilot, gets an 8. Alright, Phoenix Hawk will kick the Rifleman on a 3. Clint will kick the Flashman on a 4. Stiletto will kick the Black Knight on a 2 twice. Alright, Rifleman kicks the Trebuchet in the right leg for 13, down to 2 structure. Trebuchet is in trouble. Phoenix Hawk kicks the Rifleman in the right leg for 9, down to 14 armor. Clint kicks the Flashman in the right leg for 8, down to 4. The Cronus kicks the Black Knight in the right and left leg for 12 each, down to 12 and 5 in those locations. Flashman does not go down, Black Knight does not go down, Rifleman does not go down, Trebuchet does not go down. Wow. People are making their piloting skill rolls today. Alright, our Phoenix Hawk is up to 5 heat, their Flashman is up to 7, down to 7 I should say. Their Black Knight is up to 7. That's 134. 134 is the big bad. Rifleman gains 5 heat, sinks 5 heat, because autocannon 2s to run cool. Our Clint is up to 7 heat, Cronus is up to 2, our Stalker is holding at 4, our Champion is up to 2, Tsubasa is holding at 0, Ash is holding at 3, and Hoser is down to 6. Everyone else is running pretty cool. We have lost initiative and we are going first, so that's a bummer. Alright, Hoser. Time to get your butt moving so we can get a better field of fire. We'll go ahead and we'll run to there this turn. Ash, you are in trouble. You're missing an arm, your center torso is hurting. Well, you're at 20 on the CT, 15 on the left torso, 16 on the left leg. Granted, that's down from 34. And your right arm is missing, down from 34 as well. Tsubasa. Tsubasa will run this turn. Let's see. Clint. This Black Knight tried to get up and failed. 3-4 pilot. Movement 2-3. Missing an upper leg actuator. And overheating, yes. So we will do like that. Check the mini-map and make sure that's not a bad idea. Yeah, we can move from there down to there and not cause any problems, I think. Alright, the Phoenix Hawk will hold off on the Stalker. Cleared his target, so we will advance on the Black Knight, get him through hopefully 1 or 2 light woods. Ash would like to enter these heavy woods, if we can get up and do that. Should be like a 3 to get up. Yes, let's do that. And that gets him at 4 hexes, which is good for us and bad for him. It means he's at short range for his large lasers, but nothing else. It means that we're effectively at short range for all of our medium lasers, which is right where we like to be. Let's see. Champion into the back of the Black Knight and try to kick him to death. Oh. I kicked the table. My bad. Let's see. The Cronus is waiting on the Black Knight to go, but our Phoenix Hawk would like to chase that Zephyr down. Alright, so let's go there. That gives us the Zephyr at 6 hexes, which is not bad for us. Rifleman 2C hides in the woods. Stiletto would maybe like to jump into these heavy woods and maybe turn that way. That way we can get eyes on the Black Knight depending on where he goes, or we've got eyes on the Rifleman depending on what the Black Knight does. And the Black Knight decides to hide. Okay, Ash needed a 3 to get up, got a 7. Alright, starting with Poser. Do we have eyes on anyone? We have eyes on the Black Knight. We can get him on 7s. So that'll be 1, 2, 3. Puts us at 3 heat over. Works for me. Let's see. The Stalker does not have the Black Knight at all. We can maybe get the Rifleman with our left arm, which includes, what, a couple medium lasers, a couple LRM5s. So we've got him on 12s. Well, dang, that's not what I was hoping for. Phoenix Hawk has the Zephyr. Catch him on the left side or the front, but we can't. Might as well catch him in the rear. Or we've got him on the rear on 7s, we've got him on 8s. Can we immobilize this guy? That'd be nice. Yeah, let's see if we can go for the double kill over here. Oh, hold up. We are overheating something fierce. That's going to be a skip on the ER large on an 8. That's going to be an 8 with the medium pulse, and a 10, and a 12. We're not going to go too much hotter for anything else. Let's see, the Clint at the Black Knight has him on 2s, so that'll be skipping the ER large. That'll be the ER medium, and 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go 6 heat over with the ER smalls. And then the champion, oh, hold on, let's do Tsubasa first. Yeah, Tsubasa only has, well, he's got the Rifleman on a 14. He's got the Black Knight on a 7, so we'll do the 7, and the 5, and the 9, and the 7 at the Black Knight. And then we'll have the champion do his thing into the back of the Black Knight. That's the LB-10X firing slug ammunition on a 0, ER mediums on 0s, and the medium laser on a 0. Okay. Let's see, Stiletto can turn and hit the Rifleman on a 9 with the ER large. 11s with the medium pulses, so we'll stop at 1 heat over for that. And then last but not least, Ash at the Flashman has him on 5s. We'll go 5 heat over. Do we go 8 heat over? We'll go 5 heat over. We don't need that many hits. Yeah, okay, we'll go 5 heat over. That'll slow us down next turn, but we have jump jets. Alright, Hoser at the Black Knight. Hits him in the right arm, hits him in the right torso. 2 out of 3 on 7s. Not bad. Right arm is internal, down to 10 structure. Right torso is down to 9 armor. Stalker at the Rifleman. Missed both of his LRM-5 shots out of that left arm. The Zephyr hits the Trebuchet in the left leg and the right torso, down to 8 and 6. Phoenix Hawk at the Zephyr. Missed with the medium pulse. Missed with everything else. Clint at the Black Knight hits him in the left leg with an ER medium, hits him in the left torso, left leg, center torso, and left arm with ER smalls. Left arm is down to 6 structure, left leg is down to 15 structure, chest is down to 24 armor. Tsubasa on 7s, 5s, and 9s, missed with everything. The Champion hits the Black Knight in the right leg with the LB-10X, down to 5 structure. Right torso rear eats a medium ER medium, the right arm eats an ER medium, and so does the left torso rear. Left leg also takes a medium laser down to 10 structure. Cronus at the Rifleman 2C, missed on 9s and 11s. The Man-O-War at the Flashman hits him in the center torso, hits him in the right arm, left torso, left arm again, left torso, center torso down to 5, right torso down to 2, right leg down to 15, head down to 4 armor, needs a 3 to stay conscious, gets an 11. And the Rifleman 2C missed on a quartet of 11s. The Trebuchet hits the Zephyr in the left side and immobilizes it. Way to go, the Trebuchet. Light Sniper turret misses the Black Knight on a pair of 10s. The medium siege turret hits the Black Knight in the chest with a PPC down to 14. The medium flak turret hits the Black Knight in the right torso for 1 down to 8. The Black Knight hits the Man-O-War in the chest for 10 down to 10. Heavy bombard turret hits the Zephyr in the front and the left side, immobilizing it and destroying it because it was over water. Flashman at the Gargoyle hits her in the left leg critical with a large laser, critting on her foot, and then missed with everything else. The Flashman took 40 plus, needs a 6, gets a 6. Ash took 40, didn't take 40 plus, took a foot actuator hit, needs a 4, gets a 4. And she's overheating, and with a busted foot, that means she's going to be a 3-5 this turn, I believe. Okay, physical attacks. We're going to kick the Black Knight on a 2. We're going to kick the Black Knight in the back on a 0. Kicked him in the left arm, transfers into the left torso down to 2. Kicked him in the right torso rear, critting on a heat sink, leaves him with 5 structure. Flashman is down to 5 heat. The Black Knight is holding at 7. Clint is down to 6. Cronus is down to 1. Champion is up to 3. Man-O-War is up to 5. Hoser is down to 3. Trebuchet is up to 1. Everyone else running cool. We've lost initiative, and we are going last, at least within our team. So we can go after somebody. Okay, the Zephyrs are holding still, no surprise there. We'll have Hoser try to run over here to keep up with the fight. We'll have Ash on the Flashman coming out ahead so far. We've got Tsubasa and the Grizzly. We can go 5 hexes. We can get eyes on the Flashman. The Phoenix Hawk is going to get into the back of the Rifleman, since he was kind enough to turn his back to us. Alright, so we've got the Stalker and Stiletto up here against this Black Knight. Champion jump into these woods to be evasive as possible. Oh, the Black Knight has followed. The Clint will then get into his back. I know that's going to leave us open to the Flashman, but hopefully we can survive a round of that. Cronus and the Stalker against the Black Knight. Ash against the Flashman. Let's do like that. It's a run. But it gets us in the heavy woods. Oh, we were already in the heavy woods. Dang it. Alright, Stiletto will get into medium laser range of the Black Knight. As will Tugio. Alright, Black Knight needs a 7 to get up, gets an 8. So he succeeds at that. Alright, Phoenix Hawk. Into the back of the rifleman, excuse me. Yeah, that'll be, I think, everything. The Clint will wait. The Stalker and Stiletto will go into the Black Knight. That'll be an ER large. Will be an ER medium. Will be all of the regular mediums. And the SRM 6s for 1 heat over. You know what? It'll be 1 ER large, both ER mediums, and all the mediums except for 1, plus the SRM 6s. That'll put us 3 heat over. Where's the Clint? Oh, not the Clint. It's the Stiletto that I want next. Got him on 3s. And a 5 with the SRMs, firing Inferno ammo. We'll hold off on the Clint. Tsubasa has the Rifleman on an 11. That's not great. Has the Flashman on an 8. Has the Black Knight on a 6. Oh, 6 is not bad. We'll do the Gauss Rifle, the large pulse, the medium pulse, and the LRM-10 into his left side. Champion at the Black Knight on a 1 with the LBX, and the ER mediums will go 8 heat over against the Black Knight this turn. He's pretty wrecked. And the Clint into his back on 1s as well. We'll skip the ER large. We'll go heat neutral with everything else. Let's skip you for now. We'll go to Hoser. Hoser has eyes on the Flashman on 4s. So yeah, that'll be 1, 2, 3. We'll go 15 heat over. We will risk shutting down. And Ash, of course, at the Flashman on 5s. We'll go 9 heat over for that. I saw an exclamation point. That's good. Light Sniper turret missed the Flashman on a pair of 11s. Medium Siege turret misses the Black Knight on a pair of 11s. Medium Flak turret hits the Black Knight with 1 pellet to the right leg, down to 11. Heavy Blaze turret misses the Rifleman 2C. The Phoenix Hawk hits the Rifleman 2C in the left leg, in the left arm, the left torso rear, and the left leg, and the right leg. Down to 9 on that right leg, down to 8 structure on that left torso. Stalker at the Black Knight hits him in the right arm for 10, down to 7. ER mediums to the center torso and left torso, down to 22 and 17. Medium lasers to the center torso, right leg, right torso. SRMs, 7 of them, to the arms and torso. Critical hit on the left leg for no effect. Left torso down to 13, center torso down to 13, right arm down to 0. Cronus at the Black Knight, that is the same Black Knight. Hits him in the right leg with an ER large down to 14 structure. Medium pulses to the center torso. Center torso goes internal. Headshot. Dave takes a point of damage, needs a 3 to stay conscious, gets a 5. And then SRM4 Inferno hits with 3 missiles, so that Black Knight is going to pick up an extra 6 heat. Rifleman 2C at the Phoenix Hawk hits him in the left leg with an LB2 Ultra AC2, down to 18 armor there. Tsubasa at the Black Knight hits him in the head with the Gauss rifle. Black Knight 134 is kaput. No more Black Knight. Champion at the Black Knight hits him in the right arm, right torso, right arm, right torso, center torso, center torso, left torso, center torso. And then the Clint hits him in the center torso rear, critting on his gyro, center torso rear, center torso rear, and then he's gonna fall down, and he's, oh wait, no, he took a head hit. He's not gonna fall down. Black Knight at the Stalker hits him in the chest with a large laser down to 8, down to 15. Hits him in the right torso for 5, down to 10. Hoser's Ride hits the Flashman in the left arm, destroys the left arm, transfers into the left torso, down to 4, critting on his engine. And then hit him in the left arm, transferring into the left torso, transferring into the center torso, critting on his engine and a medium laser, and destroyed by engine destruction, critting on his gyro. And then hit him in the left arm and the center torso again. Ash hit him in the center torso for the final destruction. But Hoser gets the kill by engine destruction, but for critting on the CT, critting on the left torso, which transferred. And at this point, I'm starting to think Black Knight stays standing, needed a 9, got an 11. Rifleman 2C needs a 6, gets a 7. Let me check the battle value, what's left. Oh no, let's do physical attacks first real quick. Kick him on a 4. Kicked him, Trebuchet kicked the Zephyr on the left side for 10. Phoenix Hawk kicked, Phoenix Hawk kicked the Rifleman in the right leg for 9, down to 0. Rifleman does stay standing. And if we can get them down to 50%, that'll be a win. Our Phoenix Hawk is up to 4 heat. Their Black Knight is up to 13. Our Cronus is up to 3. Our Stalker is up to 3. Our Champion is up to 8. Our Man-O-War is up to 9. Hoser is up to 15. Needs a 4+ to avoid shutting down. Gets a 5. Trebuchet gains 2 heat. Sinks 3. And is now at 0 heat. Have we got them down to 50% yet? I know they've got a buttload of reinforcements coming, but we've got them down to 47.57%. So that is a win for us. And they've still got 3 rounds before their reinforcements deploy. So yeah, their Op4 is down to 18%. Their reinforcement is still at 100%, but yeah, that is not enough. Unless, do we want to wait around and try to pick us up an Atlas 2? Only 814. Wait, what's only 814? Wait, wouldn't it be 812? Yeah, Locust is 812. What's 814? Yeah, I don't think we want to stick around and try to take on an Atlas 2. Oh, Team 2, 8 of 14. But you think we need to kill one more before we can call it? I usually use battle value, but you know what? Not worth it for an Atlas 2. Well, if we can take out these 2 Zephyr tanks and the Rifleman 2C, that'll put us well over the top. The only thing they would have left is a Black Knight and their reinforcements. So yeah. Considering that the two Zephyrs are immobile, I think we can say that they're in retreat. So I think we can say that they have 6 out of 17 units remaining. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and call it a victory. Alright, round report. Yeah, we're going to save the combat summary in the combat summary folder. We always save the salvage, just in case. And we controlled the battlefield. Oh. Hold on. Resolve manually. Yes. Oh, no, not saved games. deep.mul. Okay, now we can select salvage because we did absolutely control that battlefield. The Man of War took some moderate damage. It's missing an arm and a foot actuator. Other than that, it's all just armor. That arm is going to take a minute. Wait, is it? Okay, that's a standard internal arm. So it's just the armor that we have to worry about because that is ferrofibrous. The Grizzly didn't take any additional damage this battle, but he does have some standard armor needing to be replaced. The Stalker also took a significant amount of armor damage, but nothing else. No one got hurt. Black Knight escaped, Rifleman escaped, the Zephyrs did not escape, the Phoenix Hawk escaped. Oh yeah, all of the reinforcements did. The Highlander. Kinda want a Highlander. We got 40% salvage, that puts us at 25. Then again, oh, the Flashman's irreparable. So I know we were talking about how nice it would be to have a Flashman, but this Flashman is not one that we can field. So we're gonna take the Highlander instead, because we can put that thing together and field it. Captured Huang Di from the Ares, Dave from the Black Knight, Lucia and Sybil from the Hachiman, Vera from the Zephyr, and Azar from the Zephyr. The Zephyr, I think that was a turret. The Zephyr was the trebuchet, and the other Zephyr, I think, was also a turret. Yeah, we didn't immobilize any of the Zephyrs. That was all AI. Hoser did get 2 kills, the Flashman and the Highlander. Ash got a kill, the Ares. Tugyu got a kill, the Hachiman, and Tsubasa got a kill, the Black Knight. Force withdrawal 50%, we did that because it automatically does count the Zephyrs. Preserve 25%, we did all of those. Preserve 50%, we did all of those. All right. Well, that was slightly harrowing. In the repair bay, oh, nice, we don't have to wait for anything. Let's see, armor tech. Who do we have doing armor? Elena, Ben, Fred Modry. Who's gearing up to be an internal specialist? I think Jamel is gearing up to be an internal specialist, so we can have him doing armor. Saw Jamel, there he is. Okay, 15 minutes. Yeah, all twos. Okay, well, we can do a rush job on this ferrofibrous armor. No, this is standard armor. Okay, so Jamil can do all of these on threes. He gained an XP for it, nice. The Mana War, you can do those on twos. Not enough armor remaining. What? Oh, the Mana War takes ferrofibrous armor. Well, that is a problem, because we do not have any more Clan Tech ferrofibrous armor. Septi, can we salvage this hand actuator? The right arm, can we get one of our elites to replace that? How about Edeborg? She's got her full time. I should have done that in one day. The foot actuator, we can have a regular do that. Where's Septi? There's Septi. She can do that in a matter of minutes. Okay, so the Mana War is going to be a little bit, and going to need some salvage before we can field it again, looks like. Jamel, 26 XP. Oh, it's taking Inner Sphere ferrofibrous, which we also don't have a whole lot of either. We do have a 90-ton head in stock. We can have Ben put that together on a 4. And then Septi has 4 XP, Josefa has 2. So let's have Josefa do the reloads. I know they're not worth XP, but someone's got to do it. Okay, so Mana War just needs some ferrofibrous armor. The Marauder just needs a large pulse laser. This is all still one day. We did add some prisoners to the roster. We got bunch of stuff recovered. We got no battle loss compensation, and then we've got a bunch of repairs. Okay, well, just for posterity's sake, let me go ahead and save this. Oh, too far. And then we can advance the day. Oh wait, we still have a Highlander that we need to put a MekHQ to. We can have Vernita? No. Jamel, Bicknock. Nabala? No, she's doing a refit. How about Josefa? Okay, we'll have Josefa do it. If she has time. She does not. We'll have Septi do it. Okay. So that should be all we need to do to advance the day. to the 11th. Yes. Okay. Corporal Maria Teresia Lavoisier celebrates 7 years with us. Nice. That means she started August 11th, 3045. We got a couple birthdays today. Edeborg fixes the right arm on the Man of War. We got Jamil fixed the ferrofibrous armor on the Highlander. Ben Speth failed to get the head on the Highlander. We don't have any other internal specialists, so no one can do that on a 4. We will wait until tomorrow. Cyclops will be another 86 days. Great. Griffin will be another 38 days before its roll. And then we got a bunch of armor on the way. Won't be here for another month. And that planetary acquisition is a little slow. We've got an engine on the way, left torso on the way, more engines on the way, ETA 35 days. Warehouse, armor, standard. We're down to 769 points. Nothing due in less than 26 days. Yeah, we're gonna have to slow down our briefing room, our area of operations. We're gonna have to slow that down until we get some support points, until we can get some armor in. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna give the head another day. Everything else, nothing doing. Wednesday going on Thursday. Some birthdays. We got some refits. The Highlander ready in 10 days. The Cyclops ready in 85. We got some parts coming in. We got some parts that we can't get a hold of. Okay. Armor standard. Still sitting on 769 with some arriving in 25 days. And not even a lot in 25 days. 240 points. Okay, so we'll stick around till Monday. Or no. Dang it. Ben, where is Ben? Edeborg. Edeborg can do that on a 4. Man of War needs some actuators. We can have Septi do those. The Marauder now. The Man of War is just waiting on armor and a heat sink. And then the Highlander should have its head on tomorrow. Edeborg failed to get the head on this Highlander. What is going on with this Highlander? Ben, you want to take another crack at that? Did she roll a 2? She did roll a 2. If it had been anyone else, they would have broken it. And I'm not trying to replace 90-ton MekHQ. If I don't have to, because that comes with a cockpit and sensors and all kinds of good stuff. At 90 tons, you're looking at 125,000 Seabills a pop. And also, we only have 1 left, so let's go ahead and buy, say, 3 more of those. And the targeting computer we can't get a hold of, the ER small lasers we can't get a hold of, the ER medium lasers we can't get a hold of. Okay, so 3 mech heads have been added to the procurement list. And hopefully we don't break any of them. Moving on to Sunday. Finally got the head on the Highlander. We can do some other stuff to that now. We can put the armor on it. Have Vernetta do that. And the cockpit. Have Edeborg do that real quick. Okay, which means that we can put that in the mothballs. Okay, not Ethan. Josefa? No. Yasrudin. No, Yasrudin's doing maintenance on something. Shoaib? No. Okay, Elizabeth Thade. You're not even a MekTech, so I know that you're free. Must have shot up very many critical parts. I mean, considering we just got a Highlander with a Gauss rifle and everything for relatively free, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. We do have this Highlander 732 with the Gauss rifle alarm 20 alarm 6. Single heat sinks. Double heat sinks. Couple more medium laser. SRM 6, alarm 20 Gauss mediums. Gauss 2 mediums. 6 tons of ammo. 5 tons. So where's the other 2 tons go? Or where's the other ton go? Not armor, is it? 277. Oh, is it Artemis? It's probably Artemis. Yeah, he gets 2 Artemises. That's why. Okay, well, that's cool. The Highlander 732 that we've got refitting should be ready in about 7 days, so we'll check that out and we'll compare them side by side. Moving on to Monday. We've got no support points, so I'm not trying to go exploring. Okay, couple birthdays. We've got 3 additional support points. Nice, nice, nice. We've got a bunch of people wanting to drop out of their education, but we're convinced to stick it out. The Griffin will be ready in 33 days, the Highlander in 6, the Cyclops in 81, and the Highlander 732B is completely mothballed. Good deal. Okay, well, now that we have 3 support points, do we want to send Ryuku Lance? I think we do. Yeah. Oh, there's the hostile comm center. Yes, let's. Hmm. And deployment. Okay. Who's gonna take out that comm center? I'm leaning towards Mariana Lance. I'm leaning towards Tonga Lance. No, the gargoyle. Oh, not the gargoyle. Galatea. I'm thinking Mariana and Galatea. Commit and then reinforcements. Galatea. That's going to be against the target number of 10 plus, so we're going to bring that down to a 4 plus or a 6 plus or do we go 6 plus? We do get 2 rolls, or do we go 4 plus? Spend all of our support points. Let's spend all of our support points. Needed a 9, or needed a 6, got a 9, reinforcement success. Good deal. Okay, and the briefing room says enemy op 4 is 18k. That's no joke. Oh, a heavy bombard turret, heavy missile turret, an assault flak turret, a medium bombard turret, and some light turrets. We've got an Ares with a 3-4, a Zephyr with a 4-5, that's the Royal Zephyr, a Royal Zephyr with a 2-3, a Griffin 2C with a 3-4, a Royal Demon Tank with a 2-3, a Griffin 2N with a 3-4, Hunchback 2C with a 3-4, Griffin 2C with a 3-4, Crab 27 with a 2-3, and a Royal Demon Tank with a 3-4. That is 18,000 points worth of battle value. Oof. An enemy-controlled facility has been designated for destruction. This installation is too valuable to remain in enemy hands, and its defenders must be eliminated to ensure it is no longer operational. Your mission is to destroy at least 75% of the defending force. This is not an occupation, this is eradication. The priority is destruction, not capture. Do not concern yourself with securing the facility unless it becomes strategically viable after the defenders are wiped out. The enemy will fight to protect this installation, but their defenses will crumble under sustained pressure. Press their forces, level their defenses, and ensure that when this battle is over, the facility is either in our hands or of no use to anyone. The victor will control the battlefield at the end of the engagement. If the facility remains salvageable after the assault, we will claim it. If not, the enemy will be left with nothing but ruins. Execute with overwhelming force and leave no doubt who owns this battlefield. Okay. And that is happening in 5 days. It's happening on the 21st. Today's the 16th. I don't know what the deal with that is. But yeah, that'll be Mariana and Galatea doing that. Yeah, so we're just waiting on some armor for the Man of War. Alright, well, let's advance days to the 21st, shall we? The Griffin, the Highlander, and the Cyclops being refitted. Ryuku has returned from deployment. Going on to the 18th. Diana O'Reilly celebrates 6 years with us. We got a couple of birthdays. We got the Highlander ready in 4 days, assuming that's after its roll. It might not be. Moving on to the 19th. Highlander in 3 days, couple birthdays. Moving on to the 20th. Jason Cheetah is 33 today. Nice. Highlander ready in 2 days. Briefing room says we got 1 day to prepare for this battle. Alright, are we ready? I think we're ready. Alright, oh, Tentacle Shogun had a birthday today. Nice. Zafar celebrates 4 years with us. Nasir celebrates 4 years with us. Irene turned 25 today. Alright, Command Center, Hostile Extract is today. Highlander is going to be ready tomorrow. New scenario will occur on 25th. Critical Convoy Escort. Critical Convoy Escort will be happening in 4 days, and they're bringing, again, 21,500 points. That is 2 stars plus a star. Alright, Mariana and Galatea against Clan Wolf. Alright, we've got reinforcements arriving on round 1. We've got reinforcements arriving on round 5. They're deploying in the center. We're deploying in the east and the south. They've all got SPAs. Let's see if any of them are... Oh, we've got Rangemaster Long on the Griffin. Nice. dodge and melee master on the Hunchback. Natural aptitude piloting on the Zephyr, as well as weathered. Natural aptitude piloting on the Ares, as well as gunnery specialization. Actually, before we do all this, Mech Warriors, who has XP to spend? Wayne Henshaw is 1 point away from having 40. Frederick French is at 12. Naren Limbrick is at 33. In the Atlas, ooh, she could take Melee Master. That would be devastating. Black Knight at 16, Warhammer at 5. Alright, other than Wayne Henshaw, who I think is just a little bit shy of what he wants, I think we're going for our jumping jack with him. Alright, well. Back view, we're deploying on round 1 and round 5. They're deploying on round 1 in the center. Oh no. That's weird. You guys seeing that? Yeah, it looks like you're seeing that. Okay, well, that is a lot of ice, a lot of water. This is going to be tricky. There's not going to be a lot of approaches. Actually, wait. We should have some rerolls. We should have one reroll. Oh. Daylight clear, not calm. Moderate gale. Do we want to reroll the weather? I mean, we're mostly lasers. We don't have a lot of missiles. Other than Wyvern, and, well, let's face it, the wind doesn't really affect him too much. Actually. Sniper, Sandblaster, Human Tiara, Gunnery Missile, Gunnery Specialization. Oh my god. Yeah, no. Fred French has plenty of bonuses, but he does not have Weathered. Okay, well. Alright, once more with feeling. Let's see if we can get a couple of rounds into this. Okay. Planetary conditions. Do we want to bump up the wind, maybe? Because they do have some missiles on their side. We could do a strong gale. Yeah, let's do a strong gale. We're mostly laser boats, and lasers aren't really affected by the wind. Oh, we get to deploy minefields? Good deal. They're deploying in which side again? Oh, right. We're deploying in the east and the south. They're deploying in the center. How do we land mines on their center area? I don't know. But we get 2 minefields apparently, and we're going to use them. East, south. Dang it. Remove. We're coming at them from this side. All right. So we have one initiative going into the start of game deployment. Not that it matters, no one's deploying until round 1. There's the turrets. We've lost initiative going into round 2, and we are going first. Let's see. Let's start with the Banshee. You know what? We can just stand back and just help their turrets since they all decided to deploy on the wrong side. And by that I mean the side that's facing us. Oh, there's the Griffin 2C. There's a Crab and a Zephyr. And a Griffin 2C again, and a Griffin. Wait, is that the 2N? I know that. What is the Griffin? 2N, I believe. Yeah, 2N. Let's see. Black Knight. Last but not least, the Atlas, which is more of a medium laser boat. Actually, you know, with the Gauss rifle and 2 LRM-20s, he's kind of a sniper too. No, let's go down one more. There we go. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be even slower than I thought. Did not realize that every move was gonna be an extra movement point, so okay, we got this. It's all ice. Those are all ice. Okay, so we are actually going to want to end our turn in the rough so that we don't have the +4 for landing on ice. Or for trying to stay standing on ice. Alright, Demon Tank. Turning on ice needs a 3, gets a 4. Zephyr breaks through the ice on a 6, rolls a 1 and a 5. Zephyr tags the Mackie and misses. Alright, Earl in the Mackie. Let's see, we've got the Bombard turret on 5s. We've got the heavy Bombard turret on 5s. We've got the light laser turret, which has medium and smalls. We've got, oh, a long tom cannon. Yeah, that needs to go first. That's got a construction factor of 100 and a height of 6 and a long tom cannon. That is going to be our first target. Yeah, definitely. We got him on a 5, we got him on a 5, we got him on a pair of 7s. Alright, the Atlas. The Bombard turret has him on a 5, has him on a 7, Because I'm on a pair of 5s. Alright, Petra at the assault flak turret with a long tom. I don't know why it's a flak turret with an artillery cannon. But we've got him on 5s. We got him on a 5. And then last but not least, actually last and least, the Black Knight. Well, won't be least if he can get the kill. That's a 2 and a pair of 4s. This is gonna hurt. Oh. First shot with the Mackie lands an ERPVC for 15 damage to the building. Possible critical hit, hits the long tom cannon. Okay, so it's down to 75, down to 69. Demon misses the Mackie on a... Oh, Demon does not miss the Mackie. Demon misses the Atlas on a 10. Demon hits the Mackie on a 9. To the right arm for 14, down to 20. Stuns Atlas. That's, isn't the Atlas again? Nairn Limbrick in the Atlas. Hits the misses with the Gauss rifle, actually, and the large laser, but does land 24 LRMs, brings its construction factor down to 45 and stuns the crew. Banshee brings it down to 15. Black Knight brings it down to 0. Okay, so we've destroyed that turret. Medium bombard turret hits Atlas, hits Nairn with 4 shells to the left leg and left torso, down to 37 and 28. The heavy bombard turret hits Nairn with 4 shells to the center torso, right and left arm, and left leg, down to 32 on those arms. The Griffin hits Petra in the left leg critical with an LRM-5, does not get the crit, and then an LRM-5 would have been the head, but goes to the center torso instead, costs us an edge, we have 4 remaining. Heavy missile turret hits the Nairn in the right torso with 3 LRMs, down to 29. Assault flak turret destroyed by building collapse. Okay, that's 1 down. Crab is at 2 heat, everyone else is running cool. That's 1 turret down. Yep, for sure. We've lost initiative, but we are going after our joint force at least, so we're not going totally first. Okay, Earl would like to get into this hex. Ooh, +4 for turning on ice. No. We're gonna have to go straight forward. Atlas will move forward onto this hex. Petra will move forward into this hex. The Black Knight will move forward at a run into this hex. Oh, I should have stayed where I was. Dang it, I didn't realize I was in a rough. Alright, the Ares, turning on ice, needs a 3, gets a 7. However, Zephyr needs a 5, to avoid a 6, gets a 5. And the Crab, turning on ice, needs a 3, gets an 8. Okay, so 1 turret down. Zephyr tags the Black Knight. 10 minutes left in the stream. We got demons firing at Earl and Nairn. Let's see, what's next? The heavy bombard turret, I think, is next. Yeah, Earl will be firing at the heavy bombard turret, which has a construction factor of 10. That'll be ER PVC, LB10X, and a couple of ER mediums on 7s. Alright, Mackie. Oh, there is a Zephyr over here that's going to be a problem. We've got him on a 9 with the Gauss rifle. That's not great. 9s and 11s. No, I think we're going to have to concentrate on this heavy bombard turret. We've got him on 5s, not 9s. We do have actually a laser we can shoot at the Zephyr on a 13, so that's not even worth it. Petra at the heavy bombard turret is blocked by terrain at the medium bombard turret, which is on a 99 factor building. We've got him on 4s, so we'll do a pair of 4s and another 4. And last but not least, the Black Knight. Has the Zephyr on a 7, so yeah, that's worth taking. Let's go ahead and twist this way so we can see him spot on. Okay, so that's going to be the PPC on a 7, the large lasers on 7s, the pulse laser on a 7, medium lasers on 9s. We go 2 heat over on 9s to try to immobilize that Zephyr. Alright, Demon hits Nairn in the right leg with the Gauss rifle, down to 26. Demon hits Earl in the left arm for the Gauss rifle, down to 19. Mackie, that's Earl, gets a stun on the building with the ER PPC. The LB-10X knocks it down to 75. ER medium's down to 63. Zephyr lands a pair of medium lasers on Nairn's right torso and left arm, and narcs her in the right torso. Nairn responds by firing the Gauss rifle at the building, hits it with the Gauss rifle down to 48, large lasers down to 35, or down to 41, LRMs down to 19. Hunchback 2C is firing a couple ER mediums at Nairn on 12s and missed. The Crab missed on a pair of 9s, the medium bombard turret missed on a pair of 10s, and Petra missed with an ER PPC. Lands the other one for 10 down to 89. Missed with the LB-10X. 3, 3, and 5 on 4s. That's a bummer. The Griffin missed on a 9. The Griffin 2C missed on a 10. The heavy bombard turret hits Black Knight on an 11 for 3 shells to the left torso and left leg. The Black Knight hits the Zephyr in the front. It does not get the immobilization. The Griffin 2C missed on 8s and 10s, lands 3 LRMs on Petra's right leg. Would have been her head, but it cost us our 4th from the last point of edge. And the heavy missile turret misses the Black Knight on a bunch of 11s. Nairn needs a 20 to stay standing, took 20, needs a 5 to stay standing, gets the 7. Alright, Griffin 2C is at 6 heat, the Crab is at 4 heat, our Black Knight is up to 2, everyone else is running cool. And I'm not seeing any notes on there that say that we are losing heat from the weather, so I guess we're not. We've lost initiative again, and we are going first again. We've got reinforcements arriving in 2 more rounds. Alright, Earl, you are on ice. Let's get you onto some rough. There, and you can skip your movement because you're on rough already. Petra, we can have you move forward 1 hex. The Black Knight will walk forward onto this hex where we're not on ice. Fortunately, finally. Okay, this will be our last round. Oh, the crab almost went down, turning on ice. Needed a 3, got a 3. Nairn and the Black Knight were both tagged by Zephyrs. Alright, Earl. This target has 19 factor left, so that's going to be a 5 and a 5 and a pair of 5s. That I think should be about all we need for that turret. The Atlas at the Zephyr has him on a 9. Has the Hunchback on an 8. Has the Light Laser turret on a 3. Let's go for that Hunchback. That's got very little armor and a lot of firepower. So that'll be an 8 and a 10. And I guess a single 8. Save some of that ammo. Petra can hit the bombard turret, can hit the medium bombard turret, can hit the Hunchback on a 9. Or the medium bombard turret on a 4. It still has 89 factors, so that's going to be 69, 59, right? Should be. The Black Knight. Oh, the Black Knight has the Hunchback on 5s. The Hunchback has us on 9s. Okay, well, I'm hoping neither one of those hits. Okay, so we've got him on a 5, we've got him on a pair of 7s, we've got him on another 5, we've got him on a 9. We'll stop there. We'll save the heat for when he's closer and more of a threat. Alright, Mackie misses with the ERPPC. Does hit with the LB-10X and both medium lasers, which is enough to destroy the building. The Demon hits our Black Knight in the right leg with a Gauss Rifle down to 9. The Demon hits Petra in the center torso for 15 down to 23. The Zephyr hits Black Knight to the left torso and center torso for 5 each, and narcs the Black Knight in the right torso. They're just narking all of us, and not on difficult numbers, and partly on difficult numbers. Nairn at the Hunchback missed on an 8, missed on a 10, missed on an 8. Bummer. Zephyr at Nairn hits her in the right leg and left torso with medium laser fire and narcs her in the left leg. Hunchback 2C missed on 9s with everything, fortunately. Petra hits the building 2 out of 3 on 4s, stuns the crew, jams one of the mech mortars, leaves it with 69 structure. Crab hits Black Knight in the center torso for 8 down to 16. Griffin missed on a 6. The Black Knight hits the Hunchback in the right arm, critting on a heatsink. Hits him in the center torso with a large laser, medium pulse laser to the right arm, critting on another double heatsink and transferring into the right torso. The Griffin 2C hits Nairn in the left arm with an ER large laser, first 10 down to 17. The medium bombard turret misses. The Griffin 2C hits Earl in the chest with an ER large laser, missed with the LRM-5s. The Ares lands 9 LRMs on Earl's left and right torso down to 27 and 28. Heavy missile turret hits Nairn in the left torso for 3 and right torso for 3 down to 20 and 21. Heavy bombard turret is destroyed. Hunchback goes down, needs a 10, gets an 8. Takes 5 damage to the right arm, transfers into the right torso, leaves it with 4 armor, needs a 10 to avoid hurting the pilot, gets a 9. Needs a 3 to stay conscious, gets a 10. So things do seem to be going our way for right now. Their Griffin is at 10 heat, their Crab is at 6, their Hunchback 2C is at 6, so that's going to be a movement penalty. He's going to be a 3-5 next turn, which means he's only going to have 2 chances to stand up. We have lost initiative going into round 4, though. But this is where we're going to go ahead and save our game. And we will call this, what kind of base was this again? Hold on. Command center. Okay, so that is what we're... File, save game, command center. And then we'll go ahead and close this out. We'll save it again. We'll save it as exit save. Oh, one thing that I have noticed is that it seems to be saving all of the, there doesn't seem to be a limit to the number of autosaves in the game. So yeah, we will save our campaign as 821. Yeah, we'll save it again as 821, sure. And this is where we're going to call it. We did run a couple of minutes over. I hope you guys don't mind. I know I didn't. But we will see you next time. Don't forget to like, comment, follow, subscribe, join the community. A link to the Discord is in my Twitch bio. If you're catching this on YouTube, you should check out my Twitch. My calendar's not up to date, but other than that, there's some cool stuff there. So anyway, yeah, we will see you guys next week. Until then, have a good one.